So the haters gonna hate, 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 hate. And now the haters are saying that Cole Palmer is not a big game player and he doesn't show up for big games. Let me tell you something, my friends. Cole Palmer has scored against City, Arsenal, Spurs, United between last year and now. The difference maybe this year is that they've found a way to try to shut him down. Again, Man United playing with two pivots in the six, closing the channel, and on his side, Mesraoui having a good game, and Martinez shutting down both him and Mariweki on that side. They made a tremendous effort, and I wouldn't say he was shut down. He could have easily had an assist. In other big games, he had a good game. Yes, he didn't have a goal and assist, which is now the expectation for him on like pretty much every game. However, he did drop deep, organized play, was active, going through the lines, making the game flow between defense and attack. So he was there, definitely. Of course, he's going to depend on the rest of his team when they're double marking him, when they're closing down his favorite area of the pitch. We saw an amazing goal where he dropped down in that long pass to Kukureya, to Neto, to put it in for Jackson last game. So he can play in all areas of the pitch. Of course, he's not going to score in every game and not have assists every game. So I think it's just demanding. It's just silliness to speak about that. We've seen him have an amazing skill. I don't know if you guys saw against Nottingham Forest. It was sort of lost. Little things he does inside the game. He did a little like Bergkamp when he runs and he just tips with his left foot on the outside of the defender to leave himself, set him up for a goal, for a shot on target. Pretty amazing. Uh, Again, I think that his skills are just underappreciated if there's not a goal, if there's not something for the highlight reel. But if you pay close attention to what he's doing, he's still an incredible player. That's silly. He's young. We're going to see him come up and have a huge impact on the rest of his games. Now, with that silliness dispelled, we'll talk more about it at a different video. Let's get into Noah. Noah, I know Noah very well. Is the team that I don't know anything about. Nobody knows anything about Noah. What I did look up is, unbelievably, they are just 7 years old. They're a very young team. So I have here they're a very young team. They qualified by being second in the Armenian tournament. And that's about all we know. They're an Armenian team. All I know is Mkhitaryan of Armenia at all. We don't know much about their football. I think they're currently sitting fourth. Their stadium has a capacity for 3,300 spectators, a pretty small team. I would expect Chelsea B to seriously damage this team, at least put four past them. I would really love to see us not concede. We cannot concede in a game like this. I'd rather win. I think we're under the obligation of 4-0. We have to score 4-0 against this team. There's no any less than that is just unacceptable. And yeah, we need a clean sheet. I think we shouldn't get scored on, and we need to see if this B team can produce something for us that may translate into Team A, into the A team. It's the only space that I think Enzo deserves to play right now. I'm pretty sure he's going to start because I don't see him starting at the weekend. Absolutely not. So that's the only game time he's going to get. And hopefully we can see a little bit. Again, I want to see in defense. I think there's room both for the keeper. I'm not a Sanchez hater like many are. He's got a mistake in him. It seems like every game now. I mean, there's a spot or two, so you can't really have much confidence in him. And I think that doesn't help the back four either, especially the back two, the center backs. I think it doesn't give them too much confidence at play and to sort of play from the back, which we're trying to do. Although I've seen Maresca do it less in the last couple of games, and I think that's important. When you don't have the players, you shouldn't be taking such risks. Yes, you should try to instill the system and try to play out from the back, but allow the players that when they're under pressure, blast it if they have to. We do have Jackson up top. He needs to step up. He can do the hold-up game, especially when he's on the field. We should be able to find him. easily with the long ball, and I think we can come up with second balls. We are very good at pressing. If he's able to hold off contest the first ball, we should be able to have a shot at the second. Um, yeah, so that's all I expect for this game. Definitely 4-0 is what I'm looking for. 3-0 acceptable. 3-1 wouldn't. I'd rather win 2-0 than 3-1, to be honest. We got to see the. And I want to see the goalkeeper. Although this is it's not a good test. So I don't think anybody in the B team, by playing a good game against these fellows here, are actually going to get an opportunity to play on the main team. I am excited to see Chelsea win this game. Unfortunately, I won't be able to watch it. I will watch the highlights after. I'm going to record the game and give some notes and share with you guys. Unfortunately, I have a class that I have to take, so I won't be able to do this one. But I'm very excited for the next game. The next game being, as I mentioned, Arsenal at Stamford Bridge, Sunday. Very excited about it. How I wish we would have beaten them. We would have beaten United. We would have been third instead of Nottingham Forest. And then we had a chance to crap all over Arsenal. That would have been just too good to be true. I am saddened by not being able to beat United. We already made that video, but it was such a good opportunity, man. I can't believe we haven't beaten them since Fergie. That's just insane. Especially with them having such a weak team in the last few years. Of course, we did too. We were in transition. But there was a time when we had a decent team when we still had N'Golo and Kova and those guys, and they were the champions of Europe and world champions, that we didn't put one past them. And sad that we missed this huge opportunity. We would have crapped on United, jumped over Arsenal on the table to third, and being able to face Arsenal at Stamford Bridge and to take them out. But we're still going to do it. We're still going to do it. It'll be sort of delicious to destroy Arsenal, their dreams, their title hopes, if we can put a couple past them, which I think we can score. And there's so many little stories behind this that I love. One, everybody was pretty much putting Declan Rice on a pedestal as the best defensive midfielder. It's clear that Caicedo's that player now, especially given that Rodri's out injured. There's no doubt he's the best defensive midfielder in the Premier League and one of the best in Europe, without a doubt. We'll make a special video just about that. Many of you know I am a huge Caicedo fan. If you're a Chelsea fan, you're a huge Caicedo fan at this point. There's no ifs, ands, or about it. We don't talk about his price tag anymore. That's sort of out the window. We just talk about his amazing performances, and I am certain we're going to see one of those this Sunday. So Noah coming up, I think, like I said, that's a foregone conclusion. It has to be a win, and I'm more concerned about getting ready for the Arsenal game. Video to come, I will share my insights into what happened with Noah, and hopefully have time to do a preview for the Arsenal game. Hopefully no news, no injuries. We've been lucky so far, and I'm excited to spend another few minutes with my fellow Blues discussing this very exciting upcoming game. Until next one, guys.